my God.
WWE and professional wrestling have given us numerous iconic superstars in the history of sports entertainment. Even though this genre has kept us all excited for what's to come next, behind the bright lights and fame from the millions of fans, there is a dark reality that only a few ever get to know about. That is, many legends from WWE have left us way too soon. Whether due to health problems or unforeseen accidents, several wrestlers had met their end way before anyone expected them to, shocking the industry and the numerous fans who cheered for them. In today's video, we will be paying tribute to several of these extremely talented wrestlers whose careers and storylines were cut short, just as they were either reaching their peaks or were about to. From jumping from the top rope to deliver a jaw-dropping move to banging a steel chair on someone's back, these wrestlers had done everything to keep us entertained, in and out of the ring, but left us way too soon. If you like our content, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about the wrestling world.
Owen Hart in the corner. Owen Hart, drop kick, double drop kick.
Owen Hart, 1965 to 1999. Owen Hart was a really famous American-Canadian wrestler who had shown most of his professional success in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, under a stage name known as the Blue Blazer. Hart was destined to be a wrestler, as he was born into the famous Hart family, well known for their history connected with wrestling. Even though he was the youngest of his 12 siblings, his achievements stood out prominently, such as holding the title of four-time World Tag Team Champion and two-time WWF Intercontinental Champion. To everyone's surprise, Owen's life tragically ended during a live pay-per-view event on May 23, 1999, called Over the Edge. Owen was supposed to make a planned entrance which was going to shake everyone off of their seats. During this entrance, Owen was supposed to be lowered from the rafters of the Kemper Arena with a harness, but due to some malfunctions, the harness broke, which caused him to fall almost 78 feet. Owen landed straight on the top rope with his chest before falling inside the ring. This fall happened off camera, which led a lot of people to believe that this was all staged and that Owen was actually all right. Owen was rushed to the hospital, but due to the severity of the injury where he had insane internal bleeding from his torn aorta, Owen finally succumbed to his injuries just moments after reaching the hospital. He was only 34 years old at the time, and due to his untimely death, the entire professional wrestling world started to give safety much more priority. Rest in peace. The Blue Blazer, you will be missed. Umaga, 1973 to 2009. Edward Smith Fatu, famously known as Umaga in his professional career, was an American professional wrestler. Umaga was born on March 28, 1973, in American Samoa. Umaga also came from a renowned family of wrestlers known as the Anoa'i wrestling family, which also harbored other famous wrestlers such as Rikishi and Roman Reigns. Umaga gained fame at a young age, starting with the World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, where he was instantly noticed due to his unique character and powerful presence, which made people often refer to him as the Samoan Bulldozer. Umaga made his debut in WWE in 2006, and he quickly went on to build an impressive no-loss streak by defeating S-tier wrestlers such as John Cena and even Triple H. He even managed to win the title of two-time Intercontinental Champion and even participated in numerous significant matches in his career. Tragically, his career was extremely short-lived as he passed away on December 4, 2009, at the age of just 36. Umaga's death was shocking to everyone. It was revealed that Umaga had suffered from a heart attack, which was caused due to several reasons such as obesity and substance abuse and other underlying factors. Prior to his death, Umaga had been dealing with personal self-image issues and had even been released from WWE due to his violations of their wellness policy. Umaga's career may have been short-lived, but his influence on the wrestling community will live forever. Brian Pillman, 1962 to 1997. Brian Pillman, famously known by his wrestling persona Loose Cannon, was an absolute unit when it came to wrestling. Brian had his hands on a lot of different types of wrestling and was even a former football player. That just made him more of a force to reckon with. He was recognized for his numerous works at platforms like Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Before Pillman made his debut debut in the world of professional wrestling, he used to play as the linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFL, and later on, he also went on to play for the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League. After all these, he joined the wrestling world in 1986, where he quickly made a huge name for himself and influenced numerous wrestlers just like himself. To everyone's shock, Pillman's life was suddenly cut short when he was found to be dead in his hotel room in Bloomington, Minnesota on October 5, 1997. Everyone was extremely confused due to his sudden death, which was later revealed to be an arteriosclerotic heart disease, which was previously undetected in the famous wrestler. During his time of death, Pillman was actually supposed to be at a WWF pay-per-view event called Bad Blood, In Your House, where he unfortunately never showed up. Pillman may have passed early, but his extravagant moves inspired numerous wrestlers, and he lives on within them and his fans.
Here it comes, Cole!
Eddie Guerrero, 1967 to 2005. Eddie Guerrero was an extremely famous professional wrestler who was not only famous for his feats in the ring, but also for his breathtaking charisma, technical prowess, and his insane, compelling ability at storytelling. Eddie was a natural at whatever he did, and some of the credit for his feats goes into him being born into the extremely famous wrestling family in El Paso, Texas. Eddie's wrestling career began in Mexico, and he soon gained popularity among others due to promotions in CMLL, ECW, and WCW. WCW came to be the best boost of his career as he became an absolute fan favorite, where he went on to win multiple championships and formed the Latino World Order, LWO, where he celebrated his Latino heritage. After joining the WWE, Eddie's life changed drastically. He adopted the persona known as Latino Heat, where he used his famous tagline, "I lie, I cheat, I steal." He even managed to defeat Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004 and win the WWE Championship. This moment was absolutely life-changing for him, and it solidified his position as one of the best wrestlers in the world. But to everyone's dismay, just as all good things come to an end, so did he, but just way before his time. On November 13th, 2005, Eddie was found unresponsive and was later declared dead after he suffered from an acute heart failure, which was caused due to several underlying problems and his past substance issue problems. He was only 38 years old, and this tragic end to his life affected a lot of fans and wrestlers such as Rey Mysterio. Even though he passed on early, he continues to inspire fans due to his past of resilience and redemption. Chris Benoit, 1967 to 2007. Christopher Michael Benoit, also known as Chris Benoit, was a famous Canadian professional wrestler who was well renowned for numerous things such as his technical skills and his intense inside-the-ring style. Chris was born in Montreal, Quebec, where he trained in the well-known Hart Dungeon and soon gave a starting push to his wrestling career in 1985. Chris Benoit had a 22-year-long career where he achieved numerous titles like two-time world champion and Royal Rumble winner in 2004. He even went on to win the World Heavyweight Championship. He even competed in various promotions and competitions such as World Championship Wrestling, WCW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, and World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. On June 24th, 2007, a tragedy struck when Chris was found dead alongside his wife Nancy and their son Daniel. Upon further investigation, the authorities declared it as a murder-suicide. Apparently, Chris had murdered his entire family before taking his own life. It was later revealed that Benoit suffered from a condition called severe chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. It is basically a brain condition that is linked to repeated head trauma. When his brain was studied, it was found that his brain had the same structure as a patient with extreme Alzheimer's. Due to this condition and excess testosterone in his system, he became unstable and committed such a heinous crime. Due to this entire ordeal, WWE distanced itself from Benoit's legacy and even banned anyone from mentioning his name. They even made stricter rules and put up policies to avoid wrestlers getting injured badly in their head regions. Chris's life may have ended tragically, but his wrestling legacy lives on even now. Bray Wyatt, 1987 to 2023. Wyndham Lawrence Rotunda, famously known as Bray Wyatt, was a really famous and influential American wrestler. Wyndham was born on May 23, 1987. He was overall a third-generation wrestler and was part of the well-known Rotunda and Anoa'i families. When he made his very first debut in WWE, he put up his new name, which was known as Husky Harris back in 2010. Even though he was doing well, he found true fame when he rebranded himself as Bray Wyatt in 2012. He managed to captivate every single one of his audiences with his eerie persona, which sent shivers down everyone's spines as he was the leader of the Wyatt family. What added to his already scary character was his almost cult-like behavior and his extremely well storytelling skills in the ring. Wyatt became even more well known after his alter ego was introduced, known as The Fiend. This personality allowed him to traverse the darkest storylines of WWE and made him a prominent character who everyone feared. Wyatt was well known to be extremely sturdy and strong, but tragically, on August 24, 2023, like numerous others, Wyatt succumbed to several complications caused due to the COVID-19 outbreak. COVID made his already existing problems worse, which made him weaker and weaker until he just could not hold on to life any longer. His passing shocked fans and wrestlers alike. Even though he is not here with us anymore, his legacy lives on as one of the most creative wrestlers of all time. Test, 1975 to 2009. Andrew James. Robert Patrick Martin, also well known as Test by his fans, was a Canadian wrestler. Andrew was born in Whitby, Ontario on March 17, 1975. Andrew began his rise to fame by gaining massive attention in the WWF, where he was immediately known for his extremely tall stature, standing at a whopping 6 feet 6 inches tall, and for his unique athleticism. Throughout his career, Test won numerous titles such as the European Championship, WWF Intercontinental Championship, and multiple tag team titles alongside Booker T. He even was part of numerous storylines which really showcased just how versatile of a wrestler and actor he was, as he performed really well, both as a heel and a face. Unfortunately, just a few days before his 34th birthday, on March 13, 2009, Test was found dead in his home in Tampa, Florida. It was revealed that he had accidentally overdosed on oxycodone. Upon further tests done on his body, it was found out that he suffered from chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, which was pretty common among wrestlers but deadly if left undiagnosed. Test is still remembered in the hearts of his fans, as he is a great symbol to fight against depression and other challenges. The British Bulldog, 1962 to 2002. David Boy Smith, widely known among his fans and wrestlers alike as the British Bulldog, was an English wrestler from Goulburn, England. Born on November 27, 1962, David began his journey to wrestling at the ripe age of 15 and was quickly recognised for his insane athleticism and his eye-catching physique. David gained true recognition when he joined a tag team with his cousin, the Dynamite Kid, called the British Bulldogs. This duo was deemed unbeatable and made huge waves among the hearts of their fans. They even went on to win the World Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 2 in 1986, which was a huge achievement and one of the highest points of their careers. After he slowly started to appear as a solo competitor, the British Bulldog seemed to become a superstar overnight during the 1990s. David even had one of the longest running careers of his time and even won titles such as the Hardcore Champion and the WWF European Championship. Sadly, to everyone's disappointment, his long career came to an end on May 18, 2002, when he was just 39 years old. His death was caused due to a major heart attack that was caused by multiple years of extreme substance abuse and other issues related to his health. His career was such a major point to WWE that he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in the year 2020. David, the British Bulldog, remains to be one of the most loved wrestlers of all time, remembered for his charisma, strength, and his immense influence on other wrestlers and fans. Marvelous verdict. The world of professional wrestling is ever-changing, with wrestlers making a name for themselves to new wrestlers, shocking their fans at their very core. This is the very essence and beauty of the sport, but losing such wrestlers at such a young age is something no one can be prepared for and is truly heartbreaking. While they are not here with us right now, we remember their legacies and their undoubted influence on the sport and us. Thank you all so much for joining us in this sweet and sour journey in remembering these legends. If you liked this video and more as such, Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And also, we would love to know which wrestler you missed the most in the comments.